High in a tall tree in the middle of a peaceful forest, a small nest rested between two strong branches. Inside the nest lived two tiny chicks named Pip and Tito with their parents, Rio and Luna. One bright morning, stretched his little wings and chirped loudly, "Mom, I'm hungry again." "Me too," added. "I could eat a whole worm." Just then flew back to the nest carrying food in her beak. The two chicks quickly gobbled it up, landed on a nearby branch, and looked at them proudly. "Little ones," he said, "today is a very important day." Tilted his head. "Are we getting more food?" Chuckled. "No, today you will learn how to find food yourselves." The chicks looked surprised. "But how do we reach the ground?" asked nervously. Spread his wings wide. "By flying." Peered over the edge of the nest and gulped. The ground looked very far away. "What if I fall?" he whispered. Gently touched his wing. "You won't fall. Your wings are stronger than you think, and we'll be right here." Tito, who was always brave, hopped to the edge first. "Watch me," he chirped. He jumped and flapped his wings wildly. For a moment he dropped quickly, but then his wings caught the air and he glided to a lower branch. "I'm flying!" Tito proudly. Pip watched carefully. His heart was beating fast. "You can do it," Rio encouraged. Taking a deep breath, Pip closed his eyes and jumped. "Ah!" He flapped his wings as fast as he could. Slowly, he felt the air lift him, and he began gliding down toward another branch. "I'm doing it!" Pip chirped excitedly. Soon the whole bird family flew down to the ground. Rio showed them how to look for tiny movements in the soil. "Food often hides under the ground," he explained. Tito pecked quickly and pulled out a worm. "Look what I found!" Pip tried carefully and soon found one too. That evening, the bird family rested together on a branch as the sun painted the sky orange. "Today you learned two important things," Luna said gently. "Flying and finding food," Rio added. "And not being scared," Tito said proudly. "Well, maybe a little scared," Pip admitted. The next morning, Rio had another lesson waiting. "Today you will fly even higher," he said. The chicks practiced again and again, learning to balance in the wind and land safely on branches. At first they were clumsy, but each flight became smoother. A few days later, Rio gathered them together. "Today," he announced, "you will take your longest flight yet, across the valley." Pip and Tito looked out at the wide forest below. It seemed huge, but this time they didn't feel afraid. Together, the bird family spread their wings and soared into the sky. They glided above rivers, trees, and open fields. The wind carried them smoothly across the valley. When they landed on a tall cliff overlooking the forest, Pip looked around in amazement. "The world is so big," he said softly. "When you were born, that small nest was your whole world. Now the sky is your home." Pip and Tito spread their wings again and flew forward confidently, exploring the endless blue sky while their parents followed behind. And from that day on, the two little chicks who once feared the edge of their nest became strong birds, ready to explore the world above the forest. Because every great flight begins with a small leap of courage. Conclusion. Every small bird begins life in a tiny nest, unsure of the world beyond. But with patience, guidance, and courage, those little wings grow strong. And one day, the birds that once feared the edge of the nest become the ones leading the way across the sky.